Druski came out with a skit. There was a whole lot of comments on the skit of Christians getting offended by the skit. But me personally, I wasn't offended because I think the megachurch culture gives these comedy people a lot of subject matter. The essence of the skit is that the megachurch revolves and worships and prioritizes anything the pastor says.
Yeah.
We need $4 million and nobody's leaving till that's given today. Actually, we can testify to this since we went to the megachurch.
What Druski had shown is valid because it happens. What breaks my heart is when people are so committed and attached and they identify with this church or this pastor rather than Jesus. And then like they're just lost. Where you being rooted in?
In what area of your life do you find it the most difficult to trust God in? Welcome to Sharp Podcast. I am your co-host, Jay.
I'm Frank.
And we are back.
Yes, we are.
Frank, today is a very special day because Druski, the famous skit player, came out with a skit. I'm sure anybody involved on social media, particularly Instagram and Twitter, and YouTube, knows that Druski is popping right now. I mean, he's just coming out with all kinds of amazing comedy. Some of it is disturbing, some of it is actually really funny. But he came up with a skit about the good old Christian church. Actually, let me be more specific. He came out with a skit about mega churches.
Yeah, he did, mega churches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we went to college at one of them.
Oh, we did. Yes,
at
I
a mega
did.
church. It's kind of like that.
I think that's what makes us suitable. Because I think, I want you to continue, but I think a lot of people, they see it just from outside, but they've never really been in a mega church.
Right.
But like we actually spent 2 years at a mega church.
We spent time at a mega church.
Living
across
300 feet,
300
from
feet a mega church.
From the front door of the mega church.
Yeah.
But we spent 50% of our time in the mega church.
In the mega church. We got to see how a glimpses of how a mega church actually runs, and it's like, at least that one was strange.
And some of our good friends got to work directly under the leader of the mega church.
So I'm just, and they got burned. No, I'm just kidding.
But no. So I mean, nothing. No harsh feelings. Just taking away our experiences. Like we've seen it. I think there's good and bad in everything.
Yeah.
I do want to. I'm learning in the Word that you got to honor authority, right? Like that's biblical. Doesn't mean they're perfect, but they're in that position for a reason. God put them in that position. Leaders got a high price to pay, right? But I think
whatever
it's cool.
You say, Frank.
We got. No, that's true, and we got a taste of it. So I think, So, what did you think about
my experience over there?
No, like
the skit?
And I mean, you can use your personal experience.
Well, I thought
being a
low
part
key,
of a church.
I thought the skit was, and if you haven't seen it, you can go ahead and look it up. It's there's no derogatory terms or cussing or
no, I don't think so. We can maybe even link.
It's
the
PG,
skit.
Yeah, it's a PG skit.
We'll link the skit down below.
Yeah, but low key, I thought it was accurate.
I mean, it was funny.
there was a whole lot of comments on the skit of Christians getting offended by the skit.
Yeah.
But me personally, I wasn't offended because I think the megachurch culture gives these comedy people a lot of subject matter.
They do.
To use. And I see it every day. There's whole pages dedicated to how foolish preachers and pastors look in the pulpit sometimes. I mean, they're just making a living off of people's mistakes.
I actually didn't look at, usually I live for the comments section, but in this video, I just saw it. I didn't look at the comments. I saw it and that was enough. It was enough because there's nothing, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But it's a reality. I think that there's a lot of foolish things going on in mega churches and little churches. So
mega churches and
tiny
little churches. Yeah.
We'll call them mega church and tiny church.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess if you haven't seen the skit, the essence of the skit is that the megachurch revolves and worships and, prioritizes anything the pastor says and does. They just agree with it. The pastor says, we need $4 million and nobody's leaving till that's given today.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, amen. Zimbabwe, $4 million, Actually, we can testify to this since we went to the megachurch. Now, this is not a lie.
It's not a lie.
Frank could back me up on this. The megachurch that we were going to in college.
Yeah, we never use names, so
we're not going to use names. But anybody who went there knows that any leader or guest speaker would quote the pastor of the church in their sermon more than they would quote the actual Bible. Listen, this is the truth. Can we say that? Am I being honest?
Yeah.
They would quote these quotes that the pastor would like saying. The pastor would say, the pursuit. He talked about pursuit all the time.
We
talked about
expectation
is the breeding ground of miracles. Yeah. People would say that more than they would quote Matthew 6:33.
That's true.
And they would say, like our pastor likes to say.
Yeah.
And I used to be like, what does Jesus say?
For real. You would talk to just like when we would volunteer, we would meet the local church people.
Yeah.
Because we were students, we had to do some of it.
Right.
And so we would be working with them, and it was like they were always talking about the pastor.
Pastor always says, what is pastor?
I'm like, what? No, it was crazy. Like, I remember we did like a big production, and I met this guy, and all he was talking about was pastor. I'm like, man, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Or no, even the money thing. We've been to a few services. Like, I haven't been to since leaving school and being plugged into the church I'm at now. It's a different church from when I went to Bible college. But I'm at a completely different church now back home. And I don't think I've been in a service once where there was like a dollar amount that had to be sowed, for the people. But how many times have we gone to a service where there's a specific dollar amount that the Lord gave the speaker?
I gotta run the circle.
I haven't experienced that. So I'm just curious, like how
he used to say, Jubilee, the year of Jubilee, 75 years since the commission of Jerusalem. We got to give $75 today. Just crazy stuff.
Yeah, no, really reckless things.
He would preach on 1,000-year reign in the book of Revelation, and he's collecting $1,000 from 1,000 people. He would just come up with stuff, bro.
No, yeah, it was wild.
It was absolutely wild.
But the sad thing is that, what Druski had shown is valid because it happens. But what breaks my heart is when people are so committed and attached and they identify with this church or this pastor rather than Jesus. And then like they're just lost. Like they're hurt. They jump to a different religion. They want nothing to do with God. But I mean, part of it is also your fault. Like who are you, being rooted in?
Right.
That you have a part to play in that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. The church has a part to play in that.
I just thought in the skit, I thought it was funny about like when he was like, the lady who has been, not able to be pregnant, and she was like an old lady, and he goes, "I'm pregnant you with the word." I was like, whoa, that was a little heavy for me, but it's true. Like we've done a podcast. We
say a lot of stupid stuff.
People, pastors doing these crazy things.
Yeah.
Like the sharpening of the sword.
Let's not talk about that.
That one. I know people didn't like we did that, but we're just exposing different things. I mean,
I'm just shocked that because even on this podcast, we can't hide who we are.
Yeah,
we can't hide our language. If I'm always saying stuff, it's gonna come out just in this normal conversation. Yeah. And I'm just fascinated that it happens in the pulpit. It just who people are just comes out. Like the scriptures say, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And so that is always happening in the church. I mean, and the only thing we can do, particularly for our pastors, is pray for them.
Yeah.
pray for them. It's a high calling which requires a high effort. You know, and I mean, but Druski to me was spot on when it comes to a lot of these megachurch pastors. Like, the attention and eyes and lights are all on them. I mean, I even remember somebody we went to Bible college with who was working with the church, and they saw an email thread with a bunch of leadership of the church in it, and there was a name on there in the thread, and it was called The Big Ticket. And he was trying to figure out, what the heck? Yeah. Everybody's name's on there except for this person named The Big Ticket. And guess who The Big Ticket was? The pastor.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
The Big Ticket. That's what they call him.
The Big Ticket.
In other words, he's bringing in them offerings, boy.
That's crazy. Yeah,
The Big Ticket.
It's like, wild.
He's the main actor or something.
The Big Ticket, jeez. Yeah.
It happens.
It does. It happens too often, though. It's sad.
It is sad. It is sad.
It's sad.
But it's definitely outside of your and I control.
Yeah, yeah.
How pastors go about their ministries, I guess.
Yeah.
Who would want... Okay, so, but if I'm being transparent, who would want that kind... What pastor would want that kind of attention?
Yeah.
Knowing that, number one, your judgment is more strict. The Bible does say for pastors and for people in leadership, their judgment is going to be more strict. And number two, if you ask me, almost every single vile, evil thing that's going on that's going to be judged in the book of Revelation rarely has to do with the world, but it has to do with Christian leadership.
Yeah.
Who wants to be a part of that, bro?
Yeah.
Do you want that blood on your hands? Like,
yeah.
Do people not think of that as often as they should? You know, like, you're in a different tax bracket now, and it's spiritually. Like,
yeah, that's true. Well, also, what gets you to that point? Like, I don't know. I think about that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm sure you've seen so many amazing testimonies and the power of God, because I don't think you were just placed in a position like that. You woke up one day. Like, I think there was a lot of sowing, right, and reaping. But to get to that point, and then you're like, oh, we're going to do something a little different. Like, we're going to change the focus. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand how that happens.
Yeah, I mean, it might be the fact that they're well known everywhere they go now. They can't go without having this public notoriety or people surrounding them. Or it could be a financial thing. Yeah. They start making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and all of a sudden, you know, we don't know what this kind of attention does to a human being because we've never faced it. Yeah. Right? But I would hope, I mean, we don't know. We don't know what that does to the human psyche. I'm pretty sure once you start making a lot of money, your mind probably tells you, oh, I'm the stuff. People came here to see me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's... what would you say 85% of the people we went to school with?
They all went there to see him. Yeah.
They said because of who he was.
Yeah.
And then they would ask us, and we're like, we came because our church sent us.
That's right. We came because the church is paid. That's why. No, not because they sent us, because they are paying for us to be here.
What did the people say every time we responded like that?
They were like,
what?
Yeah.
You don't know who this person is?
No.
I said, no, I've never
heard of him.
Never heard of him.
I remember us going there for, what is it, like a campus visit?
Oh, yeah.
And people were looking at us crazy. They were like, wait a second, you're not, like, no. You haven't been following them for years? No.
I was like, I've never heard him speak once.
Not once.
Never seen him.
But I love you guys' basketball court, though.
No, it's the thing. That is, it is something. There's a lot to, I really wish we can do one episode on, I mean, I feel like we've done some in the past, but the importance of just navigating, you know, ministry and just manipulation and things like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, like ministry and like Bible college, because it happens in a lot of schools, you know?
A lot of different environments, too. Yeah.
And a lot of ministries. And I mean, it's not just the Christian stuff. It's, you see it in governments, you see it in nations, you see it everywhere where there's power. I mean, but just giving what we've experienced and how to, because I think we really, you know, I'm not trying to sound all high and mighty, but I really think that we stood out. We were different than the rest.
Definitely.
And people thought we were crazy, and it was like, no, we're just, this don't feel right. Like, this is a sermon. And I think people need that. You need to be able to stand up and.
Absolutely. All right, well,
let's also, we're gonna do maybe
we got our cards back.
Yeah, what is it called again?
Christian
talking points. We're gonna do our talking point cards. You got 3, I see. I got 1.
Yeah, I got 3.
So let me
you
go first. You go.
You wanted to go first.
No, you go first, because I just have 1. So we'll do like boom boom, and maybe you come back.
Just have what? You sound like the servant in the Bible with 1 talent. All right. In what area of your life do you find it the most difficult to trust God in?
That's a good one.
I love that question.
Now or in the future?
How do you know what you're going to find most difficult in the future?
Let me tell you something.
You don't even know the
you'll be. Well, no, exactly. But I feel like, if I can be honest with you, I feel like, to me, it's becoming more of my future and not now. Let me explain.
I don't understand.
I'll be transparent with you and whoever listens, but I feel like right now things are going really well in all areas of life, and especially financially. And I think
some money on you.
No, I don't carry cash.
I don't carry cash.
And one thing I've been thinking about is just, you know, I like to think 5 years, 10 years, this and that. And one thing I'm just having little doubts about is, you know, I feel like God's going to call me to something else, like something for Him. And I think, like, I'm starting to doubt, like, man, like, Lord, if I do that, are you still? I know He is, but it's like you're so used to a steady paycheck. So it's like in the future, if He calls me to something else within ministry or to leave and go somewhere, it's like, I gotta let this go because I gotta trust Him. But yeah, just like I've noticed that's been more of my thinking. Like, man, how long do I have this for? Like, I need to be really good at being a good steward now, and sowing now, and saving now, because I really don't know if this is gonna be forever. Like, I love it, but I feel like I gotta obey what He wants. And so now, sometimes when I think about it, I think, like, am I still gonna, maybe I can substitute, you know, if I can't make ends meet. And I'm like, that's not the way I should be thinking. So that's why I say it this way. I think right now, I think I've been able to trust God. Like, I really haven't had doubts, but I think I'm becoming more doubtful about the future.
About money?
In the future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot.
What about you?
Who isn't doubtful about money?
Yeah. But see, it's different, because if I'm like, I'm going to retire in this field, I'm not really doubtful. But it's more of like, I feel like I might be led to something else. And that's
something that brings uncertainty.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty normal. I mean, the reason why that's normal to me is because I hate to bring this up, but almost out of all the miracles Jesus did, none of them were ever financial.
Yeah.
Like, He was healing all these people, raising people from the dead, but I never seen Him tell people, "There's $100,000 under your mattress right there." Like,
that's true.
You know, and so sometimes I'm just like, man, can you do that still? Does that happen? No, for me though, it's definitely financial. Yeah, it's definitely financial. And I don't have a financial concern, thank God. I mean, God has given me everything I need and some, man. But oh boy, even to this day, if I'm honest with myself, tithing, I have to work.
Yeah.
I have to like prepare to be in church I have to prepare the day prior. Like, I got to put the money away. I got to pray over it.
Are you serious?
No, I'm not kidding.
That's crazy.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, that is crazy.
It's a big deal.
I'm not like that, bro.
Oh, boy,
I'll be sitting in my seat. I'll calculate quickly and just send it.
Yeah, no, you do it. You're great. You're great. But I gotta I almost gotta fast to make it happen. Because I be thinking to myself, man, God don't need this money. What is God? God don't need money. My brain tells me, and
that's crazy.
and I really got to take. I would say at least 30 minutes.
Dang, I'm also I'm thankful that I'm not like that. Not comparing, just like I'm thankful how I've grown because I was like that and now I'm not. And I'm even at the point where like sometimes I want to just bless people, like because I know what's coming in.
Right.
Consistently.
Right.
Thank God. Right. And so sometimes I'm just like, I'm willing to take on people's debt just to help. Like, I don't know, but that's a bad trait. But that's a bad trait.
You can take mine, brother. Hey, don't go away now. Hey, man, Brother Frank. But, we got Brother Frank here. He's willing to take out people's debt. Sharp Podcast, baby. Don't forget about it.
Even, I thought of, the Chosen episode or series.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw an episode where they were like collecting the annual funds, and this guy was like, he was about to die, and he like took on the debt of all his family, because once you take it on, they're free.
Right.
And he didn't care because like he was like, I'm gonna die. He was sick, so his. But sometimes I think like that. I'm like, not like now, but I'm just like, I have that heart. Like if I can take on the burden for someone to help them, like I would, but it's just hard because sometimes you do that and then people just take it for granted. Like they won't change.
Brother Frank. Brother Frank. I want you to be my pastor so bad. Yeah, you think I'm following you to dinner, man. You paying for what we eat it?
Oh, shoot. All right, here's, sorry about that. Here's my question. What is the single biggest time waster in your life? And what can you do about it?
You know what? I actually have a great testimony.
Let's hear it.
That I have put a timer on all entertainment apps on my phone, YouTube, Instagram. Since the beginning of the year, I can only spend a total of 30 minutes a day.
Jeez.
On all of them combined.
Yeah, wow.
And I've been doing it successfully.
So even when it's your time, you just
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I'm just zooming past,
That's hilarious.
The only thing I could watch on YouTube is like a highlights of a basketball game and a 5 minutes on Insta, and that's it. It's that's over.
Crazy.
And so I've actually been doing a good job of that because that was the biggest time waster last year.
Yeah. Was
because I'm at work, and when I'm at work for maybe half the day, I probably have very little to do.
Bro, tell me about that.
Yeah. And I'll be on there and I'll be laughing and scrolling and doom scrolling, as they call it.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I didn't mind doing it at work, but I hated doing it at home.
Yeah.
And so I said, I got to do something about it. And to be honest, I feel great. That's not even affecting me.
No, that's mine. My single biggest time waster is the phone.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I was teaching class to the youth at church, and we were talking about something about like waste time, things like that. And so I had them all take out their phone, and I was like, let's check your screen time, because I'm sure we all can relate. And I was like, take a look at it. And I was assuming that they were on it for hours and hours. So I was like, what's your time? Like, 3 hours. Yeah, all right. What about you? 5 hours. I was like, see, it's a lot. Look at that time. It's like, bro, I take my phone out. I'm at 8 hours. More than the
whole
kid.
shift. the pastor.
What I do, I just.
You was like, yeah, I got 3 hours out here.
No. What I do, I looked at it, I just put it back in my pocket.
It's 8 hours, but that's on the Bible app.
We're gonna get it back to the lesson. I didn't tell them my time. What do you think I'm gonna tell them my time? They don't need to know that. But man, yeah, I need to.
You must have been proud of those students.
I was. I said, man, I was ready to make fun of them. I was humbled. I said, whoa, I gotta change that. So
I love that. I absolutely love that. Yeah. So man, that was the biggest time waster. And you know what else? You know what else? Okay, so I've been thinking to myself that I had to stop that habit, because obviously there's so many studies coming out that it's just what it is. It's not a bad habit, like it's evil or unhealthy for your body, or it's gonna kill you or something, like smoking or something. Not like that. But what it is doing is it's constantly training my mind to be seeking basically like these dopamine and oxytocin, these pleasure hormones.
No, that's so true.
These receptors are going off every time I bring my phone out, you know, and they're going off, who knows, 10, 20, 30 times a day, which is completely outrageous.
No,
like we really should only have that twice a day.
No, it's true, because even I saw a video where this guy was talking about it and how he stopped like going on socials and things like that because of the hits he's getting, right? But it's so true, because he was talking about even his workout, like he had better performance in his workouts without having the phone. But it was so true, because bro, I got to the point where I loved working out, and I would be working out now with my phone. And it was like I was getting more like enjoyment and like pleasure and excitement just scrolling than hitting like my reps. And so I've noticed that's so true. Like I need to I cannot work out with the phone anymore. I can't scroll. And I have such a better workout when I'm just working out without the phone. It's so true.
Oh my God. It's a game changer. I mean, and I didn't realize it until I got rid of it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I'm sustaining myself, and I feel better, like up here. I feel less mental fog, you know.
I do the same thing. Like I'm not what you're doing, but I just go on it less intentionally. Yeah. And you just feel better, like your mind. Like I'm just filled with a bunch of garbage from different people, and when I'm not on it, it's like, bro, I'm so light. Like it really, there's a weight on just scrolling, and you feel it. You really
feel it. You feel it right away. Oh my God. You know, so I mean, it is fun to be on there, but man, I mean, I just can't help but think about the healthy soul that I want. You know, because if I'm honest, I want a healthy soul so that I could be in communion with God at any place, anytime, anywhere. Yeah. You know, that's number one. But I also want a healthy soul because I know God wants me to serve. And for some reason, I just can't serve. I can't preach. I can't give anybody counsel on the scriptures. I can't tell anybody to draw closer to Jesus unless I feel I'm putting my best effort to do that too. Like I just can't. I don't want to be hypocritical about it. That's good. You know, I want to be putting my best foot forward when it comes to my responsibility of my faith. And if I'm not doing that, all of a sudden, I just fumble at my words when I'm talking to people about Jesus. I'm like, because I ain't doing that. To be honest. Let me back up all this conversation.
That's true.
You know, so I've been taking this more serious because it's like, no, I'm not about to fumble this.
I agree.
Yeah. So, yeah. But anyways,
let's wrap it up here.
All right.
This was good. I like these two questions.
These were good.
Doing the talking points maybe once a month.
I agree.
And just and see
where it goes.
We'll see you. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Fear what you don't know.